a bond here that is a low one. It's going to be 100,000, 10%.
Battery in 2025 in Monroe County. He does have that PPO, which he did violate. He has in possession of firearms.
Your son is a 9-year-old, right?
Correct.
Okay, 5'2". All right, your appearance again.
Thank you, Robert. Michael Paul, representing.
Front left there.
All right. Your name again, Mr. Doyle?
Nicholas Doyle.
Mr. Crawford?
Michael Paul, representing Mr. Doyle.
Sergeant?
Sergeant Gary Robinson, Gibraltar Police Department.
Ma'am, unmute and tell me your name, please. It's the bottom left-hand corner of your screen.
Jessica Mullins-Maley.
On today.
I'm sorry.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
I want to know where you're living right now.
I'm living in Gibraltar.
I know, but what address?
29940 Kingsbridge Drive.
That's where you and
Apartment
Mr. Doyle were residing together. Is that fair?
Yes,
Who's on the lease there?
myself and Nicholas Doyle.
Okay, both of you are.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to listen to whatever you have to say, and then I'll address bond.
Well, again, repeat, my client believes that he's not a danger to himself or the community. He's prepared to come to court each and every time the court requires to resolve this matter. He understands the factual circumstance, or at least the allegations that the state so bad are serious, and the court has reason for concern. But again, he believes that he's not a danger. He's got a job he'd like to keep. That household relies upon him having that job and being able to provide. And based on my conversation with the client, it's my expectation that if the alleged victim were asked by the court, could he return, that he might be an affirmative response.
Okay, so ma'am, when I enter my order here, I expect you to comply with my order. I expect him, if he's contacting you, if he's contacting you, I expect you not to take the call, and I expect you to call the police. Okay?
Okay. I'm not the victim though.
I know you're not.
Okay.
I know you're not, but you're the mother of the victim.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So I presume that's who you were talking about when you said the victim. I know you misspoke slightly. She's not the victim, but you're saying you think that she would tell me if I asked her that it's okay for him to return to the property.
After discussing this with my client, I believe if she were asked that, she would provide an answer that would let the court know she has a level of comfort with him returning to the home.
Well, you know what? He's not going back there anyway, and I want to be clear about that. He's
Okay.
he's not going back there. Now, I don't know what's going on. Your son is a 9-year-old, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, we don't have the right to assault people, and particularly not 9-year-olds. Now, you have the right as a parent to enforce reasonable discipline, but that certainly doesn't seem to fall within this case. So I want to be clear. I'm setting a bond here. I'm setting conditions here, and I'm going to expect that the bond conditions are followed wholeheartedly, 1000%. I can't order you not to have contact with him, ma'am, but I can order him not to have contact with you. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here. First of all, I'm going to tell you the bond amount when I'm done. I'm alarmed by these, and I'll listen to any conditions you're asking for, Sergeant. I think I've got them down. You can add them, though.
Your Honor, I just want to note that he does have an assault and battery in 2022 in Monroe County, and he has assault and battery in 2025 in Monroe County. He does have that PPO, which he did violate. He has in possession of firearms. We took 18 firearms from his residence, and that is in violation of that PPO there. Also, it sounds like he has an alcohol problem, and I would assume that we would do some sort of an alcohol monitoring. I think the hospital said his blood was a 3.7 when they tested it right after the incident. He did tell the officers that he wanted to die. He was afraid to do it, and he wanted the cops to kill him.
Heather, I want you to put right on the minimus what I'm going to tell you at the end. I'll tell you the bond amount momentarily. You cannot leave the state, sir, without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. I'm going to give you an early court date. You're not to have any contact with Miles, I hope I'm pronouncing this correct, Mayali, or Jessica Mullins Mayali, or Melody Spring. You cannot write them, phone them, text them, see them, call them, do anything, or have anybody else do any of those things, have any contact with them for you or on your behalf. No contact with prosecution witnesses except through your lawyer. You're not to enter or go within 2 miles of 29940 Kingsbridge, apartment 215 in Gibraltar. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You're to attend a 12-step recovery program 3 times per week. You're not to possess firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. You are required to obtain a tether. You're not to be within 2 miles of the victims, their residence or place of employment, or within 2 miles of Jessica Mullins Mayali.
They can hear that.
No contact. You're not to be released until you're fitted with a GPS tether, and then according to those terms, you're not to be within 2 miles per the residence or place of employment. You're also not to be released until fitted with a SoberLink device. Heather, on the minimus, it's going to say defendant to see medical, made threats to injure/kill himself. I want to make sure we get that on there so somebody can see him. I'm just not comfortable setting a bond here that is a low one. It's going to be 100,000, 10%. I'm going to give you a new court date. We're going to try to get you some help. And that's the way it's going to go. Give me a pretrial date. Oh, I'm sorry, Heather. It's going to be August the 18th. You'll be back in front of me, sir. August the 18th at 10:45. Okay?
May I make a small request?
Sure.
I've been in a cell for 5 days and I've asked to shower and they're not allowing it. And they also won't let me brush my teeth. Can you order something like that? Because I'm getting ignored.
Your Honor, he's been here for 3 days. He's made no requests to me.
I've made requests, Your Honor.
Under 3 days.
Okay, listen, sir. Listen. You've been there for...
In this courtroom, the judge carefully listened to every detail before reaching a decision. The court showed patience, fairness, and respect for both sides, while ensuring that accountability remained at the center of justice. The judge's words reflected the importance of responsibility, self-control, and respect for others. Rather than acting on emotion, the court relied on facts, evidence, and the rule of law. This case serves as a reminder that justice is not only about punishment, but also about protecting